No one saw it coming. In a place where celebrities, athletes, and dignitaries gather under flashing cameras and hushed Wimbledon etiquette, two small royals quietly stepped into the spotlight and instantly stole the show. When Prince George and Princess Charlotte made a surprise appearance at the men's final, it wasn't just another cute family moment. It was calculated, symbolic, and deeply telling. Because behind the polished smiles, color-coordinated outfits, and royal waves, there was something bigger at play, something the cameras didn't catch. But if you look closer, the message is loud and clear. This wasn't just about tennis. This was about legacy. And what comes next for the future of the monarchy might have just been revealed in that one quiet moment on center court. Wimbledon is no stranger to royalty. Over the years, the cameras have grown used to catching glimpses of Princess Kate in the royal box, smiling, clapping, and handing out trophies like the poised figure. She's become. But this time, something was different. On the final day of the tournament, just as the men's singles match was about to begin, the crowd stirred. Heads turned. Whispers spread to the stands like wildfire. Because walking in behind Kate wasn't just Prince William. It was Prince George and Princess Charlotte, two of the most carefully protected children in the world, suddenly stepping into one of the most watched arenas in global sports. And just like that, the attention shifted. It wasn't about Alcaraz or Sinner anymore. It was about the royals. Why now? Why this match? And why bring the kids? They hadn't been spotted during most of the tournament. In fact, Kate had attended the ladies'
down there.
final the day before, alone. So this wasn't just a spontaneous family outing. This was planned, deliberate, and it wasn't long before viewers started putting the pieces together. From a distance, it looked like a picture-perfect royal family moment. But zoom in, and there was something more. The entire Wales family stepped into Wimbledon dressed head to toe in varying shades of blue. It wasn't a coincidence. Royals don't do casual coordination by accident. Every detail is curated, every color calculated. Prince William and Prince George wore matching navy suits and ties, formal, composed, and strikingly similar. It was more than just father-son bonding. It was an image. The present and the future, side by side, dressed for duty. Then there was Princess Kate, elegant in a soft blue dress, poised as ever. But the real visual echo came from Princess Charlotte. Her sky blue outfit, her delicate summer dress, and that subtle but unmistakable touch. A blue bow in her hair, almost perfectly matching her mother's. That bow wasn't for fashion. It was a symbol, a message of unity, of inheritance. Charlotte wasn't just attending Wimbledon. She was being introduced to the world as her mother's reflection, her future in public life already unfolding. This wasn't just a royal family watching tennis. This was a live portrait of succession, symmetry, and style, all wrapped in powder blue. And while the outfit stole attention, the location made an even bolder statement. To the average viewer, it looked simple enough. The royal family, seated comfortably in the royal box at center court, watching the final match unfold. But that's where most people miss the bigger picture. Because the royal box isn't just a front row seat. It's a throne in disguise. With only 74 seats, it's one of the most exclusive viewing spots in all of sport. Celebrities, heads of state, and global icons wait years for an invite. And yet, sitting there among them were two children, George and Charlotte. This was no casual day out. This was a breach of tradition. Children typically aren't allowed in the royal box. The expectation is that they're too young to sit still, too unpredictable for such a high-profile stage. But here's the thing. The rules don't apply when you're being trained to rule. Exceptions are rare. and always intentional. This moment wasn't about tennis. It was a public rehearsal, a lesson in image. George, just shy of 12, sitting beside his father, not just as a son, but as an heir. Charlotte, barely 10, learning how to hold herself under pressure, how to smile at cameras without flinching. This was calculated visibility. The monarchy wasn't just attending Wimbledon. They were performing at it. And the crowd? They saw more than just a family day out. They saw the future of the crown, up close in real time. But for Prince George, this was his first Wimbledon appearance, and the last time he showed up, something unforgettable happened. Prince George may still be in primary school, but his public presence is already years ahead of his age. His first appearance at Wimbledon came in 2022, and it was anything but subtle. The cameras locked onto him the moment he entered center court, dressed in a crisp navy suit. Seated between his parents, George looked more like a miniature statesman than a child at a tennis match. And then came the moment that went viral. After the final match, when Novak Djokovic claimed the men's singles title, the champion made a move no one expected. He handed Prince George the winner's trophy. The look on George's face said it all, half awe, half uncertainty. A 9-year-old holding one of the most coveted trophies in sport in front of the world. But what stood out most wasn't the trophy. It was how naturally George handled the moment. No fidgeting, no awkwardness, just a quiet, composed smile. The kind you'd expect from someone far older and far more trained. It was more than just a cute clip for the headlines. It was a glimpse behind the curtain. George wasn't just attending Wimbledon. He was being introduced to legacy, pressure, and poise. The monarchy was testing the waters, and George passed with flying colors. The following year, he returned. This time,
But yeah, so basically stayed in the marble apartment, unloaded and then eventually
time with his sister. And the cameras? They were ready. Princess Charlotte may be only 10 years old, but make no mistake, she's already being shaped into a royal in full command of the spotlight. Her debut at Wimbledon came just last year, and it was no ordinary introduction. With her mother, Princess Kate, and Aunt Pippa Middleton by her side, Charlotte stepped into the royal box for the very first time. It was a rare girl's day out. But behind the smiles and summer dresses, something deeper was happening. Kate was quietly undergoing cancer treatment at the time. And yet, she appeared calm, elegant, unshaken. Charlotte watched every move. Because it's in those unspoken moments, the way her mother stood, greeted guests, and smiled under pressure, that the real lessons are passed down.